Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a fall themed set and we're going to be using Notpolish acrylic in Pinky Promise, the Kiara Sky Monomer Enhancer Drops, V Beauty Pure's size 12 Kolinsky brush, and V Beauty Pure's Super Bond and primer or dehydrator. And I'm also using Notpolish's Coffin no C-curve tips. I love these tips, you guys. I've really been into the tapered square shape lately. And I noticed that whenever you use these not polished coffin tips, but you cut them down a little bit, which I feel like most people cut them down. Nobody really leaves them full length. I mean, some people do, but most people cut them down. And when you cut them down a little bit, it gives it the perfect tapered square shape. So yeah, I really have been loving these tips. I normally do not go in with primer and dehydrator on every set that I do, because what I have been doing lately is I will leave a thin layer of clear acrylic on my natural nails before I go in with a fresh set. And what this does is basically whenever you're ready to remove your set, you don't soak it off, you just will file until you get down to your clear base, and then you know that's when you need to stop filing. And this will help you from over filing your natural nails, which I have done a lot in the past, and I really damaged my nails pretty bad in the past by doing that, by just over filing my natural nails. So yeah, I I learned that little trick from Zule to put a super thin layer of clear acrylic on your natural nails, and then you could go in with your tips and your acrylic or even gel or whatever you're doing, and that way, yeah, so whenever you're ready to take them off, you just stop filing when you get to your clear base. And so I don't normally use Super Bond and primer, dehydrator, all that on every set, but I did today because my clear base was starting to grow out a little bit, so I just went ahead and used the primer and the dehydrator, which I don't have a lot of, I don't know what the word is, but I haven't tried a bunch of different primers and dehydrators, so I don't have anything to really compare it to tell you guys whether it's a great primer and dehydrator. It's definitely not bad. It works for me, and I've heard a lot of great things about it. So yeah, I haven't had any issues with it. As far as the acrylic, I love this color. I think it's a gorgeous color. It is a little bit too dark for what I was going for, but by the time I realized that it was too dark, it was I was in too deep. It was already too late. I didn't want to start over and remove it and all that. But as far as the acrylic goes, Notpolish's acrylic is by far my favorite brand of acrylic, and I've tried a lot of brands, even though like I do consider myself still a beginner at this. I've only been doing it for maybe 8 months or so. I'm not a professional nail tech. I don't have a license. I don't do nails for a living. I do it at home for fun on myself. But I have the short amount of time I've been doing nails, I have tried a lot of brands, and for me personally, Notpolish is definitely my favorite brand of acrylic to use. For one, they have like a million different colors, and for every color acrylic that they have a matching gel polish. So that's like a super, plus in my opinion. And just the formula is number one. The formula for me, the consistency, the way it applies. It doesn't dry super fast. It doesn't dry super slow. It's not real watery. It's not real hard to blend. It's just, I don't know. I really, really love their acrylic. It's like, it's almost impossible to mess it up. You know what I mean? It's really, really good. I've tried Young Nails. I've tried V Beauty Pure, Chaun Legend, Kiara Sky. I've tried a lot of brands, you guys, and Notpolish stands out the most to me. I love their acrylics. So yeah, like I said, this color was a little bit too dark for the look I was going for, but I did go in after I finished applying the acrylic. I did go in with a sheer gel polish from Chaun Legend. It's it was a little bit more on the brownish side, but very super sheer, you guys will see. I just wanted to kind of tone down the pink a little bit and make it a little bit more brown. And I think it came out pretty. I think it came out super pretty. But if you guys are a new viewer here, which most likely you are since my channel is pretty new, it really helps out if you guys like the video. As far as I know, what liking the video does is it will push the video out to more viewers. So yeah, if you guys have a second or you're able to, please don't forget to like the video. And also, if you guys have any like future video recommendations that you guys are interested in seeing, definitely leave that in the comments. I'm pretty sure what my next video is going to be is a Notpolish unboxing. I've been on the app. It's called Whatnot. It's a live streaming selling app. So basically what it is a seller or even like a company or whatever will go on live stream and they will bid or they will auction off their items that they're selling. And whoever's in the live stream watching can place bids, and whoever places the highest bid wins. So Notpolish has been on Whatnot for the past few weeks. And I've never heard of Whatnot before Notpolish. I didn't know anything about it, never heard of it. And then I don't remember how, I think they posted it on Instagram or something, that they were going to be on Whatnot. So I'm like, oh, let's see what this is all about. And I downloaded the app. And you guys, I've been on there every single day for the past 2 weeks, maybe longer. And I went a little bit crazy. I'm not even going to lie. Yes, I went a little bit crazy. I've been buying stuff every single day. It's so easy to just, you don't realize you're just swiping and bidding, but I have to say, you're getting an amazing deal. 95% of the time, you're getting the products for 50% off or more. And it's not products that have been sitting in their warehouse for the last 6 months collecting dust that's not selling, that nobody's interested in. No, they're auctioning off their most popular items. They're auctioning off their top 3 selling acrylics. They're auctioning off their acrylic brushes, their monomers, their dap-in dishes, all their gel collections, the thicky gels, sheer melts, cat eyes, liner brushes, their new padded gel system. I'm talking about everything that they sell, their solo gels, everything. They've been auctioning off every single day, and you're getting an amazing deal. So that's what got me. And I've been buying stuff every single day on that stupid app. So yeah, if you guys are in need of products, their name on Whatnot is 88 Speed. You guys will get an amazing deal. So yeah, I have a bunch of products from them that I'm gonna be doing an unboxing for you guys, and swatches. I'm pretty sure at this point I probably have the whole solo collection, their new gel collection. I might be missing a few random shades out of it, which is ridiculous. I did not need the whole collection, but I don't know. I'm crazy. But anyway, yeah, their name is 88 Speed on Whatnot. You're basically getting like their Black Friday prices. Like when they post their Black Friday sales, like those prices you're getting every day on Whatnot. It's crazy. But we are almost done with application, and we'll be getting into our design, which is very easy. All of my designs, all of my sets that you guys will see on my channel are going to be easy and beginner friendly since I am a beginner. It's never going to be anything too crazy. And also, if you guys are ever interested in like the sets that you see on my opposite hand, like on my right hand, they will always be posted on my channel. Because I record every set that I do on myself. I record it and post it. So if you guys are ever curious or interested, you could look on my channel and see all of the sets that I've done. And also, I have said this before, but I'll say it again. This V Beauty Pure brush is my favorite acrylic brush. I've tried probably, let's see, I have the Kiara Sky one, Chaun Legend, and Nail House. I have those and V Beauty Pure. So I have 4 acrylic brushes and they're all size 12, all of them. And the V Beauty Pure one is my favorite because it is a lot less fluffy than the other brushes. It's more flat. And because it's more flat, it's more on the firm side. When you have a fluffier, bigger brush, it's, to me anyway, it's harder to get into those smaller, harder to reach areas like the cuticle area and everything. So I really like this V Beauty Pure brush because it's less fluffy and more flat and a little bit firmer. Yeah, so that's why I always use this brush. I just bought the acrylic brush from Young Nails. It's the one that comes in their acrylic kits. So they sell like these acrylic kits on their website, and so this is the nails after they've been filed and shaped. And then I'm going to be going in with this Chaun Legend gel polish. It's the sheer color in ICU. Very sheer, but it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. I love his gel polishes. But anyway, I bought the acrylic brush from their acrylic kits on their website, and I've heard a lot of great things about that brush. It's I heard it's smaller and more flat. So yeah, I'll be using that pretty soon whenever I get it. And I had lint on in my gel polish, so I was pulling that off. You don't realize how much lint floats around in your life until you're doing your nails, I swear. The amount of times that I get lint stuck in my gel polish, and I use lint-free wipes, and I try to use the Viva paper towels that are lint-free, and no matter what I do, it's inescapable. You guys are going to see how shiny this gel polish is after I do it and cure it, and I did not go in with a top coat. Guys, this polish is so glossy with no top coat. It's crazy. And it dries non-sticky too. Like after you cure it, it doesn't have the tacky layer on it. I love his gel polishes. They're very good quality. The brushes are perfect. So easy to get around the cuticle. They self-level. They're not streaky at all. His colors are beautiful. I wish he would come out with a little bit more nude colors, even though he does have a lot, but I don't know. But yeah, you guys are gonna see how shiny this this gel polish is. Look at that. Look how glossy. That's no top coat. So now we're going in with the Notpolish gel liner, and this is from their pastel liner kit. And we're gonna use the Notpolish, the best nail art brush ever, which comes in the Notpolish Tao birthday kit. It's not sold separately. It only comes in her, I think it was her birthday kit, or I know it's the Notpolish Tao kit. You could only get it in that box, and this liner brush, I can't do Frenchies without it anymore. I mean, I can, but I don't want to. Like, it really is a great brush. And I'm just going to be using the Kiara Sky round, I think this is the medium round brush, to fill in to fill in the rest of the Frenchie. And this color is just like a creamy, maybe like a beige or off-white, a little bit darker than off-white probably. Super pretty color. This round brush though, it had like I had to use the side of the brush because the round tip of the brush had like these two random hairs that were sticking out too far, and I was scared to trim it. But yeah, we're going in with the Notpolish white liner gel and this Nails by Dev liner brush, and we're just gonna be, I call these ruffles. I don't know if they're called ruffles or I don't know. To me, they look like little cute ruffles. We're gonna be going in with these little curves, going around the smile line, and this is just a white liner gel. But I was saying the beige or off-white Frenchie color is the liner gel. It is from their pastel liner gel kit. They are sold separately, like on that nail company wholesale supply. It's a nail supply store. So nailcompanyWholesaleSupply.com, their website, you can buy all the liner gels separately, not in the kit if you guys are interested. For a great price too. I think they're like $7. And then we're going to be doing the D&D Haven Cobbler gel polish and a little dotting tool. And we're just going to make some polka dots going around the Frenchie part. I thought this design was so cute, like just so girly and feminine and cute. I don't know. I really liked how this set came out. Guys, I got addicted to this drink from Starbucks. It's the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. And I did do the same exact design, but on the pinky nail. I didn't film it because it was just literally the same exact thing that I did on the thumbnail. And we're using the Young Nails glossy top coat just on the thumb and the pinky for now. But yeah, I've been addicted. It's the iced brown sugar oat milk shaken espresso. But then you add 2 pumps of pumpkin sauce and pumpkin cold foam. And you guys, it's literally so good. Oh my god, I'm addicted to it. I can't stop drinking it. I'm gonna be so sad when they stop doing the pumpkin flavors at Starbucks. I did do my pinky nail too short. Like all the rest of the nails are these 2XL length. Then the pinky is just this real miniature nail out of nowhere, but whatever. Now we're gonna be using the Kiara Sky gel glue. I love this gel glue. It's so easy to use. And we're just going to be adding 2 little white bows to the pinky and the thumb. And then we're going to be using the gel liner again, the number 11 from the pastel liner collection, and doing a Frenchie on the pointer finger. And I did just use the liner brush that came in the bottle. So you can use the brushes that come in the bottle. It just depends on my mood. Most of the time I will use my that best nail art brush ever. But if I'm see, there's lint again. It's like, man, you can't get away from the lint. Yeah, most of the time I will use that best nail art brush ever. But sometimes if I'm like lazy, I guess I'll just go on with the brush that comes in the bottle. And again, just using that Kiara Sky round brush to fill it in. And that is that done. And then we're going to be doing the same thing on the middle finger. I don't think I left in me filling this one in. It was, and see, I'm using the liner brush again, so it just depends, you know. But this liner brush, they really need to start selling it separately out of that kit because it's so good. It is so good. So that's the middle finger done. And then we're going to be using the Kiara Sky Flex Gel. I love this gel. It's not sticky, very easy to use. I started off with this V Beauty Pure pointed silicone tool, but it was sticking to the gel. So I switched to like a regular silicone tool off Amazon. But what I did was I took 5 small balls of that gel, just rolled it up and put it into basically a circle, put them into a circle. And you're going to take your pointed silicone tip, super easy, you guys. If you could see what I'm doing, you take your tip and literally just press down on it with the skinny part facing towards the inside of your flower. Roll it a little bit side to side just to spread out your petals. And that's literally it. Like, it takes 2 seconds. I wish I would have used smaller beads of gel because I wanted my petals more flat instead of curved, but we're going in with the D&D gel polish. That went away too fast. I can't see the name. And I'm just using this sponge tool because I wanted just a thin layer of gel on the flower. I don't like when they're painted like real thick. I don't know. It looks, to me, it could look a little bit tacky when it's done like that. So yeah, I just went in with this little sponge tool and did like a sheer wash of this peachy orangey color. And then I'm gonna take a liner brush in a darker orange and add a little bit of a darker orange into the middle of the petals. And I think it came out super cute. And you could change the shape of your flowers, like, to make them more pointed, more round, like. So yeah, going in with the D&D Havin Cobbler and this Nails by Dove liner brush. I think this was the 5mm liner brush, and yeah, the 5mm, and gonna just go in lightly into the middle of the petals. Just so it has like a little bit of a gradient effect, you know what I mean? Those little details make a difference. Like you don't think that they do, but they actually do. Like those little tiny small details sometimes can like really make or break a set, you know? And we're also going to be using this same gel to make our pumpkin. You guys are going to see like literally the easiest thing in the world. And then we're going to go in with the Macart rhinestone glue and just add it into the center of the flower. And we're going to add some tiny little gold caviar beads to the center of the flower. And I think the tool I'm using is just like a little rhinestone picker-upper tool. You can find them on Amazon and stuff. And going in with another small bead of that Kiara Sky gel, we're just going to add a little leaf, or leaf. And just using your pointed silicone tool, like try to make the tip of your leaf like more pointed, you know. Again, very easy. And we're gonna add another one on this side. You can make literally any kind of design that you want using this gel. You could use it to make anything. It's so flexible, so easy to use. Easily, you could shape it into different things so easily. And then I'm going to be using these two V Beauty Pure gels in those two colors. I can't see what it is. And I mixed the two together. And I'm going to be filling in the leaves. So yeah, very easy, very simple. And doing the other one. And if you really like wanted to get into it and take your time, you could add like more details to your leaves, and yeah, you could really do a lot more. Now I'm taking that green and just adding some like little stems, you know, from the flower connecting to the leaves. And now we're going to be making our pumpkin. So you're just going to take a bigger round bead of that Kiara Sky Flex gel and put it on the nail. Flatten it out a little bit into more of, you know, like a pumpkin shape, more of an oval, you know, shape. And then you want to push down the top middle of it a little bit to make it into, so it can have a little bit of a curve. And that's where your stem is going to be coming out of. So then I took the gel and I just rolled it up into like a long snake. And I'm adding a curved stem to the pumpkin. You guys, it's a lot easier to tell what I'm doing by watching versus me trying to explain it in words, but you could see how easy that was. And this is my first time ever doing this. I don't have, it's not like I've done this a million times. This was my first time ever making a pumpkin out of gel. So if I can do it, anybody could do it. And then taking that same green mixture of those two gels, filling in the stem. And again, like I could have added so much more detail to this, but I didn't. I don't know. I just didn't. But yeah, if you guys are a little bit more creative and use your imagination, you could add so much more. This gel, what I'm trying to say is this gel is just so easy to use and you could do so much with it. And then I'm using that D&D Having Cobbler polish and filling in the pumpkin, coloring in the pumpkin. When you're using like a thicker, bigger bead of that gel, you do want to cure it. Like I think I cured it for like 120 seconds just to be on the safe side, because it was such a thick, big bead of it. that's how it's looking so far. And then I used those two gels, the brown from V Beauty Pure and the beige liner from Notpolish, and I mixed the two together to make a lighter brown. And we're just going to be adding the lines to our pumpkin. So I did like 2 curved lines and then a straight one down the middle, and then 2 more curved on the opposite side. And that one came out a little bit thick, but I already like erased it 2 times at this point. I wasn't going to erase it again. So just trying to perfect those lines, which they're not perfect, but you know what I mean. And that's how that's looking. Super cute, you guys. And then I'm going to be adding 2 flowers to this nail. Doing the same exact thing. I did try to use smaller beads so I could make these petals a little bit more flat. I feel like when the petals are more flat, and they don't have that like curved lip around the edge, it looks more like a fall flower, if that makes sense at all. So yeah, just adding 2 flowers. Again, very easy. It literally takes no time at all. What the advice or the tips that I can give is try to make all of your little balls of gel the same size. That's the only thing that I could say you might struggle with a little bit, because there have been times where some of them were a little bit bigger than the others and it can look a little weird. So yeah, just try to make all of your gel balls the same size. And going in with that same gel color and using the sponge to add a sheer wash of color to the flowers. And then we're going to be doing the same exact thing as the other flower, using the darker color to add some more darker color to the middle of the flower. I'm sorry if you guys hear a little bit of background noise. I'm trying to run away from my loud kids. So sorry about that. Going in with the McCart rhinestone glue. In the middle, adding our little tiny gold caviar beads. These are the flat back beads. I do like these for certain things, but for flowers, for doing the middle of your flowers, I do kind of wish I had the round ones. I need to get a pack of the round ones. I feel like they're easier to use, because you don't have to fiddle with it to make sure that the flat side is down. You know what I mean? You just pick them up and plop them down. And then I'm just going to be adding 2 leaves, one to this flower and then one to the other flower. Again, super easy. And you don't need a lot of this gel at all. I tend to always use, like, I think I'm not using a lot, but then when I go in to start smushing it around and shaping it, I realize I have too much. So always go in with less than you think you need. And then using that same green mixture that we used earlier to fill in our leaves. And I do cure all of this in between, you guys, just so that, you know, nothing gets messed up or smudged or whatever. And then I'll go in, you know, with the final cure at the end. And this is the finished set, you guys. Well, not yet. I go in with top coat, but I didn't leave that in. So this is the finished set after top coat. And I'll also be showing you guys how they look in different lighting too. Yeah, I always like to show the set in different lighting at the end. So yeah, if you guys like the video, please don't forget to like it. It does help newer channels out a lot. And I appreciate you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.